Hello and welcome back here in the Bricklink studio, and welcome back to another new update from our big cinema project, that very big mega project I'm working right now here in my city. And as you can see, last time we added the ceiling of the entrance area, so we are now ready to start working on the last parts here of that big cinema one. So stay tuned for a lot of updates. And as you can see here, I already started adding more rows here. You can see 3 new rows are already basically done here. And it's a little bit complicated to work here because we have that very, very unstable connections everywhere. I have to build here a little bit more. I have to check out where everything connects. It's a very heavy build and it's a lot of stress on that build because it's a big kind of hall, and if you're building very big, you can call it mega structures like that, you often get the problems with a lot of stress on the bricks, and then everything goes in different locations, so we have a little bit to be careful, and it's not so easy to build these mega structures. But as you can see here, I have now reached that area where there is nothing under it, so I have to really be very, very careful to add all these layers here because they're not really connected to that angled structure underneath, which is the ceiling of the entrance area. It's just laying on top of it, so I can't really press on top of it because when I'm doing that, I'm really collapsing the whole entrance area, so that's nothing I should do. But now, as you can see here, I started adding more rows. We have now 6 new rows here. I already can see here the underneath construction. It's a little bit complicated, as I said, but we have reached the area where our little second emergency exit is going to be located. As you can see here, we have 2 different emergency exits, one here and one here up, because exactly at that location we are getting out of that big theater one, and we can go out here on that area here, and then the people can go down and go out. That's, I think, the only logical solution to have the second area or the second emergency exit. There are a lot of rows still missing, and as you might not see, it took a lot of time to build up everything here because you have, as I said before, very, very, very careful. So I think the next step is going to fill up all of these new rows with all these seats and these little re-add seats. And of course, also we need some new minifigures here. So I got some new minifigures from our community project. All of them are from Germany and such, I got a lot more of minifigures that are not already placed in. I got new minifigures for example, from England, some from the United States. And I know some of you are still waiting for it. But as you might know, the German channel is a little bit in front of the English channel. But also on the English channel, there are some minifigures missing. But it's no big problem because I'm going to add them very, very soon when I'm going to add a new update about the cinema on the German channel. And the little gap between the German and the English channel is getting less big, smaller. And I think we're on a good way to have the English videos almost at the same time like I'm publishing the German. But as you can see here, we have a lot of new minifigures. I got some new minifigures. These are, by the way, from Belgium. And if you also want to have your minifigures here sitting in that area here in the cinema, you can send them in to the address you can find in the imprint. But be careful, you have to send them to Germany, of course. And then in a future update, I'm going to fill in all these seats with minifigures from the community. And these 2 minifigures had a special place. They are now standing here outside doing some music. That's also a possibility if you're sending in your minifigures. But the main goal is to fill up our big cinema, the theater one. And here you can see the next little problem. My 2x6 plates in black are not so much anymore left, and I already ordered some new, but that means we can't work really more on that cinema project right now. But we did a good step forward, I think. Next time we are working here, we can fill up all the missing rows. We can work on the backside on the walls here, and also can see I'm also missing some of the red seats here. But the biggest part is done, I think, and just a few more rows and just a few more seats are missing. But that's something we can do very, very soon in the future. As I said, I already ordered more parts to fill up everything here. But it's a very big project. It's a it only costs a lot of time, or also costs a lot of parts and money, of course. But I think that's something we can do or finish up very soon. By the way, I have another big project in the pipe. I have another cooperation with one of my partners, LED Bricks. That's a model from somebody else, another, I think, German designer. It's a Berlin Cathedral, so it's a very big church standing here in Berlin, in Germany. And that's the final view of that building. The interior is missing. Need to add some lights, but I think it's a very good addition, especially in the size, to add it to my city. So I have that cooperation running at LED Bricks. So we are going to start soon. Another big project here. That time I'm not designing it by myself, except for the interior and a lot of stuff on the outside, adding lights and stuff like that. But I really like the design of that cathedral. And as you can see here, the models are very, very big. There's small stuff here with 1,000 parts and 2,000 parts. It's a lot of parts, and I think it's 50k parts at the end. I'm not sure right now, but that's going to be one of the big upcoming mega project in cooperation with LED Bricks. Let's take a look inside so you can see how many parts are just inside that little box. It's not so easy to open it up with just one hand, but as you can see here, a lot of parts inside here, mainly of course in dark bluish gray, and a lot of tan, of course, because it's the main color of the building, red for underlaying construction, stuff like that. And I'm really looking forward to build up that, adding it to the city. But there's another little problem, because I need to add another table for that final location of the building. But maybe I'm going to start working on that building before I have the final place here in my city. But that's no project I'm going to start very, very soon. It's just a little view into the future. As you can see, that's not another package with 9,000 parts. It's just the second package of that big model. A lot of plates here, a lot of stuff, and it's going to be a very interesting build, because you do not have numbered bags in these sets. We got just every part. But if you have a little bit of luck, you get some bags with just one part, as you can see it here. But it's a very big project. It's a big project like the medieval castle project I'm running here on the channel, but that's something I'm going to add really into the city, including light, including minifigures, and of course including storytelling, stuff like that. But that's just a little view into the future, and I really like the design of that cathedral. And a cathedral is missing in the city, so I thought that would be a very nice addition to the city. So stay tuned for future updates, and bye.